by proving to you that everything happens for a reason, okay? This isn't just woo-woo or positive thinking. This is a real neuroscience that I want you to understand. I've already posted 2 videos giving you examples of situations where I honestly thought, right, this is the end. How am I going to handle this? How am I going to deal with this? This is like, this is too much. Just for things to end up being better than it could have been if what I wanted or thought I wanted had worked out. There are times where things go horribly and I'm like, right, God, I tried, okay, but I'm not your strongest soldier, I'm tired. And then it'll turn out that later that thing unfolded that way for my benefit. And that happens in your life, but some of you will not realise until you stop and reflect and think about it. So I'm going to be documenting every time I've had situations that I thought, oh, this is annoying, oh, this is frustrating, what am I going to do? And every time it's ended up being for the better, because I don't just want to talk and be like another motivational speaker and another person reading off some ChatGPT script. Yes, that's shade. I want to be someone that gives you real life experiences and prove that things do get better. Positivity is a strategy. It's not just some mindset thing, although mindset is a strategy, but positive thinking is a genuine strategy to life. And I guess the reason why I'm sharing it is because I've never been so much happier in my life, and I want people to be happy like that as well. Let's go. Before we dive in, fit check. And also, how beautiful is this view? Okay. So I've now shared 2 instances where everything worked out, where I thought something was really horrible and painful or frustrating, and it ended up being what I needed, the best thing that could have happened. So yesterday, my train home after a long ass day at work was cancelled and then delayed. And in the past, when that happens, I'd get really annoyed because after a long day of work, I just want to go home. I just want to be in my bed watching my K-drama, playing my games, or writing my poetry, or currently watching One Piece with my housemates, right? But I couldn't do that. My train was delayed for almost an hour, and at first, I was annoyed, okay? But this is when things started unfolding. I'll say, let's take a moment to listen to the beautiful sounds of nature. Anyway, so the first thing was, because it was delayed, I was like, okay, I'm going to take my time leaving the office. Usually I rush out because, oh my gosh, there's a green butterfly coming. Hopefully you see it. Okay. Usually, I like rush out of work as soon as the day's over because I'm like, I just need to get out of this building. I'm not being paid to be here any longer, and I just want to be outdoors. I don't like staying indoors all the time. But this time I was like, okay, my train is delayed. Thank you. My train is delayed. I'm gonna take my time, pack my bag slowly, like go out of work and not have to rush out. And because I did, because I took my time, because my train was delayed and then cancelled and then delayed, I came out of the building to Mr. Meowie. Now, Mr. Meowie is this cat around the estate where I work, and sometimes he comes to visit our office. And that day, or literally the day before, my colleagues had been like, oh my gosh, it's really sad we haven't seen Mr. Meowie in a while. And I was also really sad because I love cats and dogs. And by the time I came out of the office, everyone had left. The car park was completely empty. And guess who I saw? Mr. Meowie. I saw Mr. Meowie, and I got to have a cuddle with him, and I literally just sat on the ground of our car park because there was no one around, and had a little cuddle with Mr. Meowie. And of course I took a video and a picture and dropped it in the work group chat, like, yeah, I got to see Mr. Meowie. The second thing that I was like, okay, my train is cancelled, then delayed, then cancelled, this is usually really annoying, was during my lunch break, during my lunch break, I usually take a walk, and the other day my friend was telling me about how she's trying to hit like 10k steps every single day, and that got in my head like, okay, let me try and aim for that. Maybe not 10k, but try to just walk more. But during my lunch, I got to like the end of my walk and I was like, oh, I haven't done enough steps. But also I'm really tired and I like to take a nap every lunch break, even if it's just 10 minutes to do a non-NDS. What does that mean? Non-deep sleep rest or something like that, where I just shut my eyes, I don't use my phone, I just clear my mind and relax. So I wanted to get back to my work office in time to have a nap, so I had to stop my walk early, and I remember being really sad about that. However, because my train was cancelled and delayed for almost an hour, what did I do? I went on a walk and I continued to enjoy my walk and built up my steps to hit the 10k, and I got to experience more of this beautiful nature. Yes, I'm currently balancing this right on a twig in the bushes. I'll drop a photo of what I'm balancing this on right now. This is actually insane. That is staying. But yeah, I got to do that walk. So I got my steps up. I got to see Mr. Meowie. During my walk, I saw lots of dogs that I got to cuddle, and that just made my day. There's just this innocence and cuteness about dogs. There was this dog I met that was 1 year old, and it was insane watching how excitable it was. I guess like this is its first full year on Earth, so it's like, wow, everything's so exciting. And just seeing that just made me feel like lit up. Anyway, as part of my walk, context, I am absolutely terrified of mice and rats. Spiders, I don't care. Tigers, meh. Whales, meh. All the other stuff most people are scared of, I can handle that. But I see a tiny ass mouse and I'm like, ah! And like jumping around and screaming and running, and I like, honestly. But this time, so I was on my walk, and guess what I see across the canal? This little creature crawling. And it's like, oh, what's this? I got excited at first. I thought, oh, it could be a cute little bird. I love birds. It was a mice. A mice, guys. I'm not scared of spiders. Whoa! I'm not scared of any of those other big ass animals that, I don't know, most people might be scared of. Ooh. What I am scared of, however, is mice. Those tiny little things with the long ass tails. Like, why are the tails so long? Oh my gosh. They may be tiny and look cute to most of you, but to me they are the most terrifying thing in the whole world. So I see this and at first I'm like, right, time to run. But then I was like, hold on, it's all the way across the canal. It can't do anything to me. I'm safe. It's not gonna kill me or mow me down. I'm safe over here. And then I took some time to just watch it. And as I was watching it, I was like, oh, okay, it's not that scary from that safe distance. And okay, I can kind of see why it's cute and why some people have it as a pet, although I would never do that. But the tail still makes me feel weird. So as part of my train being cancelled and delayed, I got on my 10k walks. I got to see Mr. Meow, I got to see lots of dogs and walkies, and I kind of did some unintentional exposure therapy over my fear of mice.
I'm wondering who you're talking to for the moment.
Just talking to the trees. So yeah, and did a bit of exposure therapy and kind of, I'm not gonna say I'm completely healed, okay, but kind of got over my fear of mice a little bit. And yeah, it just ended up being an amazing thing. And in the end, I was actually really happy that my train was cancelled and delayed because I got to do all of this fun little things. Hey, let me show you what I'm recording on, alright? I'm gonna take a picture. This is what I'm recording on, LMAO.